All right, this is a great one. This is basically battle to get in the SEC championship game right here. Texas A&M. Texas Longhorns 6-point road favorites, 48.5 the total. Game is at Kyle Field here in College Station. Look, everyone's going to jump off Texas A&M and their bandwagon right after the loss to Auburn last week. Painful loss. They had a brutal start, and look, they did everything they could to try to battle back, come back and win, but just unfortunate that they get a 2-point conversion, Auburn, and Texas A&M can't convert on theirs. That ends up being the difference, and they lose that game in overtime. But the good news is, because it was only their second conference loss, A&M still controls their fate here. They win this game, they're in the SEC championship game, and obviously they win that, they're in the playoff, and they still might be in the playoff. Well, I don't know if they'd be in the playoff if they lose this game, but it's still there for the taking for A&M, but won't be easy. Texas obviously has played great all season, still just the one loss to Georgia. They've bounced back, and they've won every game since then, but not necessarily from a point spread standpoint. Just 1-4 ATS the last 5 games for Texas. Didn't cover against Vandy, won by 3. They did get the cover against Florida, but that one cover, Florida was down to like the third-string quarterback out of the Ivy League school, Aiden Warner, in that game. And so keep that in mind. Then the other games they didn't cover, at Arkansas, they only won by 10. And then Kentucky last week, they won by 17, but Kentucky pretty much wire-to-wire point spread cover, getting 3 touchdowns. Quinn Ewers certainly and that offense are very capable, but they're an offense that gradually moves the ball down the field. They've got obviously Wisner and Blue running the ball. Matthew Golden, Gunnar Helm, great tight end. Silas Bolden, Isaiah Bond. They got certainly Ryan Wingo, a lot of good receivers. But they haven't been exactly ripping it up and as efficient on offense as they've needed to be because, look, they've had trouble covering some of these bigger numbers. A&M at home's a tough place. I think they rally the troops after the Auburn loss, and I don't know about win the game, but I feel this is a down-to-the-wire field goal game either way. I'm going to take A&M here plus the points. Lean under as well. C-Mac, what do you think?
I think it is too. As bad as the loss, was, and it showed in that line we talked about, in Auburn, and that went down to 1 for a while, and it moved back up right before kickoff to 2.5.
Shocking how bad their defense was against Auburn, but I think hopefully
especially early,
nip that in the bud this week. Yeah,
especially right away. That first quarter, so the first half was like, what? You're letting Auburn Thorne throw all over you and shit? Like, what the hell is going on? And Texas lately
played well to try to get him back.
Yeah, to get him back. Texas just hasn't, covered any numbers. Like, if they had been winning bigger, I think you'd have way over this touchdown too, Pavano. But these games, 31-14, Kentucky slides in there, Arkansas. One thing they've held their hat on, and that I think, and that's why they've been so good, and there hasn't been really the blip other than Georgia's their defense. You know what I mean? And that brings them, and that's why I think this game is close. And because I like this under. But this total's a little bit low, just because A&M's been going over a lot of these games. You know what I mean? The New Mexico State game, of course, they went 38-3, the kind of off week these SEC teams have, Urbano against these teams. But other than that, all the games have really got over this. But I lean under in what I think, is a close game, and lean A&M.
All right, A&M and the under leans here for C-Mac in this one. All right.